breaking down the players or the teams that need to step up their game this week. Nate, who needs to fuel their hustle?
I'm going to go with a guy that I've been high on ever since last year, and that's Case Keenum. Now, last year, Case Keenum started the same, 2-2, just like his record this year with the Broncos. The difference, though, last year he had 4 TDs, 0 interceptions. This year, 3 TDs, 6 interceptions. Last season with the Minnesota Vikings, just 7 interceptions all season. So, of course, he was hot and taking care of the ball. So the 2-year contract, $36 million, that's not the type of guy that you want. All these problems that they have with the quarterback position, you want somebody that can step in the pocket, take care of it. Now, I'm not blaming everything on him. There's been some offensive line breakdowns. There's been some offensive play breakdowns. There's been some drop balls, tip balls, too. So Case Keenum doesn't take the brunt of all of this criticism. But there are certain plays you have to make if you're getting paid that much money, plain and simple. I don't care what it is. If you're my quarterback in this league, and I know you're getting broke off, and they give you that big old bag, and you're living the lap of luxury, and I know that you're going to make every single play you need to make, then plays like this, the one where they had a chance to win big, and you see my guy, Demaryius Thomas, running the cover 2 hole shot, you have a chance to blemish the record of the Kansas City Chiefs. And I was sitting at home and I said that Demaryius Thomas ran a perfect route. People said, well, I don't know about a perfect. It's a cover 2 hole shot.
Got to run.
What do you mean, Scott? What is he going to? He's going to run to the safety. You're going to run to the headache right there, Shreds. I'm just saying, I'm trying to school people at home and say.
Jerry Rice over here, seat number 4.
Come on. All right, so but
protected my man Case.
I know. Well, it's not even about protecting Case. People at home were saying, Nate, how's it a perfect route? Because cover 2 hole shot, you're supposed to take your time, be patient. And there's a small gap, a small window that you know if I get there in between the corner and the safety, I know my quarterback is about to drill this ball in there, and he skates on in. I won a game winner up against the Bengals in Seattle when Matt Hasselbeck hit me in the same type of hole shot, in the same situation, late point in the game. So the point I'm trying to make is, Case Keenum, I'm calling you out because I'm a huge fan, and I believe that you are that talented.
I like it.
But in these big moments, though, forget about what happens for 3 quarters. If you got a chance to win a game for a 2-year, $36 million, you got to make that.
Go get it done.
My fuel your hustle is the Vikings defense because this season they're not recognizable to me from what we saw just a year ago. They were the #1 overall defense. Looking at the numbers, just 2017 to 2018, I think 4 games is enough of a sample size to say this is sort of absolutely insane. Look at those numbers. They're about doubled. 100 more yards per game allowed, almost twice as many points allowed. You're letting the Rams run you up for 38 points. That's fine, and we know Sean McVay's a genius, but we watched that game, guys. We watched it, and those receivers were running free out there. They were not being super covered or anything, and I'm not even the only person that feels this way. Coach Zim, take it away.
You know, we've never been, probably anywhere I've ever been, I've never been this poor in pass coverage. So we're going to have to look at everything we're doing and get back to doing things correctly.
So even he's saying that his defense not recognizable. And, you know, I haven't seen them perform this way since the NFC Championship game last year when they faced the Eagles. Lo and behold, your Week 5 matchup is the Eagles. You have to go in there and get it done defensively because this, you know, 38-7 blowout that we saw last week sort of never went away. And it's what we've been seeing all season long. So I hope they shore it up. I don't know how much of it, Schrags, has to do with maybe defensive leadership. No Terrence Newman, the absence of Everson Griffin has to play into that somehow.
Okay, you're spot on. This is a huge opponent, and the Eagles are playing for a lot, but to go 1-3-1 when the Bears are winning and the Packers are getting hot, not good.
They got to be Ghostbusters against the Eagles to erase what happened last year, and they got to fuel their hustle.
Fuel it.
Eat some Oikos.
Let's go, Oikos. I'm going to talk about a guy who I think had his best game as a pro last week, and that's Jadeveon Clowney. He had 4 tackles, 2 sacks, and he had a touchdown when he recovered one in the end zone, but I'm not sure everyone at home realizes just how dominant a performance it was, and they need this out of him. This is early on in the game. He gets a sack here, and that's cool. But I wanted to talk about Quentin Nelson, a player number 56 that we already put in the Hall of Fame before.
What's up, Quint?
Jadeveon Clowney put a clinic on Quentin Nelson that I think everyone needs to see from an angle that you might not have seen before. Let's watch the second sack, the one that, I don't know. Watch Jadeveon Clowney. Watch 56, the guard inside. Get out of the way.
Oh, no.
Just shoves him out of the way like a little boy, like a rag doll, and says, I'm the first overall pick from a few years ago. I'm the defender. This is the NFL, pal.
You're not playing the service academy right now.
56 is supposed to be a Hall of Fame guard. He was touted as such. They took him 6th overall. But watch this one more time. Watch 56. Goodbye. Sack. Done. They take on the Cowboys on Sunday night, and it's one of those games where everyone's thinking that Dallas is going to get their groove right, and Dallas is going to get going, and everyone thinks the Cowboys, here we go. Don't sleep on the Texans. J.J. Watt's playing well. Jadeveon Clowney had that game. He was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. And Jadeveon Clowney was drafted the same year as Khalil Mack. He was drafted 4 picks ahead of Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack got paid, is having this MVP-type season. Jadeveon Clowney, in a contract year, looking to get paid himself. Fuel your hustle. Go get it done on national TV.
Oh, baby.
Sorry, Quentin Nelson.
He broke Nelson off.
Yes, he did.
Nelson. Nice job, mate. The Titans are off to a great start. And after they beat the Eagles this last week, Taylor Lewan had something to say and broke out the respect card, slapped it down on the table. Let's take a look back.
It's ridiculous that people don't give the Titans enough credit. Obviously, we've been up and down on wins. The last 2 seasons, we've had winning seasons with a big playoff win. You got to start giving the boys more credit, man. Like, there's 32 teams. There's not 31. So, I mean, you got to start respecting Nashville a little bit.
He got that face.
All right, so personally, I think it's very cool. You guys know, I've talked about this for years. I crave turnover in this league. I like variety. I would love a Titans-Redskins Super Bowl. I'd be way into it. But nationally, Taylor, you're right. There are not 31 teams. It's about 27, 26 to 27.
Here we go.
Personally, I like it. But nationally, they think you're an offensive lineman on a team that they don't care about in a city they've never been to, whose identity they view as churning out redneck music and being Kansas City's barbecue understudy. What? They think your quarterback never says anything. Your teammates aren't winning them any fantasy titles or fantasy leagues. They think you got hammered by the Patriots and then tried to fix things by signing a bunch of Patriots cast-offs, including your head coach. They think it was way more interesting that the Chiefs lost that playoff game than you won it. They believe half the people in your stadium are still wearing Eddie George and Chris Johnson jerseys. Half the people in America still think Jeff Fisher is your head coach. They ask, how could you want respect nationally when you're the 3rd most popular team in your own state behind a losing college team and a hockey team? They think your team name itself is WWE, your uniforms are USFL, and your For the Boys mantra is scraped from the downvoted muck of a Barstool comments section. I think you have a team that runs and hits and fights. I hope you guys win because I would love to see it. But most of this country, Taylor, can't wait for you to lose so they don't have to watch it. There is your fuel. Do with it what you will. All facts. I love the Titans. Different story.
I know you love it.
America, Titans, Tennessee, whatever.
So what do you do to
light it up? Give me Mahomes. Give me Brady.
What do you do to prove it otherwise? If you're them, they're 3-1. Just got to keep on winning.
Take it, you put it in your pocket, and you break off a 13-3 season, and you start knocking off playoff teams. Say, how you like me now? That's how you do it.
You just put some hot sauce in that yogurt. This one over here.
Put that on the bulletin board, man.
Do it.
That's what the nation thinks
Listen,
about.
the Jacksonville Jaguars were beating the Patriots in the AFC title game. No one wanted to see them. No one cared about Jacksonville, and now they're one of the hottest teams in the league. That could be the Titans this year, and I hope it happens.
Fuel your hustle, baby. Love that. We also love the NFL app. If you don't have it, you're not very smart. You got to get
this.
It's completely reimagined, by the way. It's new and improved. You can live stream your local games. You can get all primetime games live on your phone, along with the all-new Game Center. You got breaking news. We've got highlight stats, real-time insights from all around the NFL or from your favorite team specifically. You can personalize it, so get to it right now on your way to work, on the train, whatever you're doing right now. Download the NFL app or Yahoo Sports app right now. We'll be back after this. He's back. Angry Run King.
I love it.
He's like Vance McDonald. Move over.
He and Devontae Freeman coming back looks like the same week. Coming to my rescue.
Yeah. Poor Vance McDonald. He's only have 1 trophy.
We'll see.